first time I got married. I didn't marry a returned missionary against my family's wishes. Attributed the long road of not a good marriage largely to that. There was some other issues. But that marriage finally ended after 20 years and 4 children. Part because he just wasn't on board with the LDS path, and part because of some other stuff. So I left, I took my children, and I started over. And that's where I met my present husband, Steve, who was a returned missionary, and we dated. My children adored him, and I thought, okay, cool, I'm going to do it right this time. So it was all in order. So we kind of have a whirlwind romance. We get married, we build a house. Together we have 7 children. And about a year into this, we're now settled, and I have it all lined up. I have the returned missionary, I have the priesthood holder. Back a little bit, when I was married previously, I lost a daughter at birth. Okay? So she is somewhere in my Mormon world. She's now floating in the great abyss. Okay? So I now have my priesthood holder, so we can go to the temple. We're now going to be sealed, and I'm going to have my forever family. Which to a Mormon mom, that's the ultimate thing, because I get to have my kids and I get to raise my daughter in heaven. The catch, if I don't, they're going to give her to a worthy Mormon family to raise in heaven, and I don't get to. So there's really not an option here. We're going to start temple classes. About this time, my husband gets witnessed to at work by the man that will eventually, for all sakes and purposes, ruins my life as I know it. Ken Gilbert, they're not here, huh? An amazing holy boldness man. Yeah, I adore him now. He's one of my dearest friends, but at the time he ruined my life. He gets with my husband. My husband's going to get him back into the Mormon church. He's in turn going to teach my husband about Jesus. So they start talking, they exchange literature. That's where my husband first come in contact with his first anti-Mormon stuff. It kind of continues in this secretive thing. His degree is in anthropology and archaeology. And so he's studying on his own. And I had questions, okay? I wasn't this perfect little Mormon girl. I had questions, things that didn't make sense, but I was completely convinced that I'd find the answers within the Mormon church, that it was my lack of understanding, not that the church was wrong. I was afraid. And at first it was like, haha, yeah, that's funny. But then I started to see a seriousness about him. And that's kind of where it kind of turns really, really ugly. It kind of escalates into a situation where I find the anti-Mormon stuff. It was like finding porn in my house.